gave her tenacity. Fortunately, however, the odd fight left no scars on her pretty face. Bill watched her out of the corner of his eye. He loved to see her dance. She could twist like no other. Her figure, with ample bosom and small waist, was accentuated by the 1960s fashionable pencil dress. She looked glamorous. He waited for his moment before he made his move. The packed club, filled with blue smoke and excited women's chattering, rendered the atmosphere buzzing. He'd had 2 pints of beer, just enough to give him the courage to get on the dance floor. Full of confidence, Bill knew that whoever he asked to dance would never turn him down. Then there was Mary, the one he truly liked, but it took months before he had the guts to ask her for a date. The club dated back to before the war, and although the owner tried to brighten it up, painting the woodwork maroon and covering the seats in cheap red velvet, it was still a glorified wooden shed. The owner hadn't bothered with a complete overhaul. He just continued to rake in the money and wait for the building to collapse. He ignored the underage drinkers and patched up any aggro before anyone called the police. As their local haunt, everyone got themselves rigged out and ready for their Friday night dance. Mary wore a red dress and her hair in a beehive, with a silk poppy on the side. Her full lips, glossed with red lipstick, radiated her face. He watched her every move, and noticed she was eyeing him too. He smiled her way, and she coyly grinned back. The music played, and she danced with extra sensual moves. Just as the record came to an end, Bill got up from his bar stool and walked towards her. Susan Leonard, another local girl from off the estate, had been eyeing up Bill for months and told everyone to keep their hands off, as she wanted him for herself. The skinny redhead didn't stand an earthly getting a date with Bill. She'd gained a reputation as a slag. The only time she got a date was if there were no other options, and deep in her heart she knew that. The shag behind the big council bins made her feel special. She didn't realise that she was being used. She went away thinking that the boys fancied the arse off her. Susan grew up in a small flat with 4 brothers, together in the same bedroom. Her mother kept her own bedroom to herself. She said to her daughter, "You can't fucking share with me. My room is what makes us money." By the time she reached 12 years old, she knew what her mother meant. The string of men in and out, fat or thin, pissed or sober, had one thing in common: a need for a tom. Susan hated sharing with the boys. They had no respect for her, and she had none for them. Her middle brother, Denzel, named after his Jamaican father, born with mental problems, tried to help himself one night, lifting her nightie and having a nose around. She gave him a swift kick in the teeth and warned the others that if they even thought about it, she would stab them in their beds. Endless punch-ups with the boys gave her the reputation of being hard, and so when she told the girls to stay away from Bill, as he was hers, they did. Susan spread the word far enough for it to land on Mary's ears, but she dismissed the whole idea, thinking it ridiculous that a girl could lay claim to a fella she wasn't even dating. The crowd made room for Bill as he walked towards Mary. When she caught sight of him striding over, goosebumps covered her body. There was always a pause before the next record played. "Hello, Mary. You look pretty tonight." Everyone's eyes were on her. "So does that mean, Billy Vincent, that I don't usually?" Poor Bill, taken aback, thought he'd blown it. She gently punched him on the arm. "I'm joking. Thanks for the compliment." Susan came out the toilets to see Mary flirting with Bill on the dance floor. She was furious. Who the fuck did she think she was? Susan hated Mary more than she hated anyone. She watched her on the estate, thinking she was the fucking bee's knees, the boys offering to carry her bags, and the endless ogling. Just a common slag, teasing the blokes, leading them on like that. Susan wanted to give her a good kicking, and tonight it was going to happen. By putting the word out about her claim on